be the reason why they have something true to say about you. Everything that these people are going to say is going to be a lie because they don't have the tea. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So as y'all can see by the title, today we're going to be talking about why you should move in silence on your level up. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because it's 2026 and over here we've been real intentional about our level up from the inside out, and moving in silence intentionally is a part of that journey. So if you find value from this video, please leave a like or a comment down below. It really helps my channel out a lot to know that you like these videos. Thank each and every one of y'all so much for y'all's constant support. I love each and every one of y'all, and I'm so thankful for y'all being here and supporting me on my journey so much, for real. Okay, go ahead and follow me on Instagram right down below on the screen, and we're gonna get right into it. So the first reason why you should move in silence on your level up is because silence protects you from over explaining and oversharing. When you get intentional about your level up, protecting your peace, protecting your energy, protecting your focus and your goals has to be a top priority for you. There are people in this world that are not doing the same work that you are doing, who are not making the same changes in their life that you are making. And when you are making those changes, that'll spark jealousy, comparison, curiosity, or even inspiration in some people. And I feel like at any point you just have to be ready for the opinions, the unsolicited advice, the comments, the hate. Because as long as you're literally doing anything to improve your life, as long as you're trying to evolve and elevate and become the best version of yourself, people are going to hate you for doing that. And that negativity that they like to spread will always be there. Because again, they're not making the changes that they need to make in their own life. So moving in silence about the goals for your future, your personal choices, your personal beliefs, feelings, and ideas, it protects you from that type of negativity from these people, because people can't attack what they don't know. Most of the time, the negativity that you get from all these other people is projection anyways, from their own limiting beliefs, their own conditioning, their own traumas, their own lived or lack of experiences, their own fears, their own jealousy, and their own urge to sabotage. You really never know who you're dealing with. And because you never know who you're dealing with, this is why it's so important to protect your peace, protect your life, protect the things that you keep sacred to you, because for one, it's not everybody's business. They didn't earn access to know the types of things that you're thinking about. If you're not benefiting from people, and a lot of people tend to try to hold you back or sabotage you, if those people are doing that, they are not for you. And if those are the people you can't really get from around right now at this moment, remove access from your internal world. When you are silent, like I said before, it cannot be manipulated. When people don't know what to attack, they can't really say anything about you, because again, when people see that you're actually putting in the work, they will start to naturally compare themselves to you, because you are literally a mirror for what they are not doing in their life. It's not about what you have, it's about who you are. So when you walk in a room and you're confident, when you walk in a room and you know who you are, when you walk in a room, you know how to articulate yourself, when you walk in a room and you know what you're talking about, when you walk in a room and you look put together, when you walk in a room with your head held high, when you walk in a room and you don't feel intimidated by the next person, they're going to hate you. And that's okay, because that's how you know that you're doing something right. You are literally a walking mirror to what they don't do. You're showing them what they need to work on. And the reason why they hate you is because they can't be you. They don't want it to be you. But it doesn't matter what they want, because it's my life. You know what I'm saying? And the reason they do this is because they don't see you how you see yourself. When you ignore people like this, when you remove access from people like this, when you protect your goals and your peace, and you move in silence around people like this, they have no choice but to make something up. See, they were going to start a smear campaign against you regardless. They were going to try to ruin your reputation regardless. They were going to spread lies and gossip and stuff regardless. But don't be the reason why they have something true to say about you. Everything that these people are going to say is going to be a lie, because they don't have the tea. You don't have access to me. So you have to keep your beliefs, your personal life choices, your problems, your finances, your relationship status, your relationship problems, and all of these things that you hold sacred to yourself and that is sacred to your life and your internal world, to yourself. You cannot show your hand to these types of people. And then think about when these things change, whether your finances change, your relationship changes, whatever the case may be. When these things change and you already gave so much access to people, then that's when people start feeling like they can question you. Well, why are you doing this for? Well, if I were you, I would have done this. Or why didn't you do that? Or why are you deciding to do that? Well, why do you like that? Why don't you like that? What's wrong with you? What makes you think that you can do X, Y, and Z? What makes you think that you can think like this? What makes you think that you can move like this? These are the types of questions that people start to ask you as a grown person when you allow people access to you when they should not have it. It's one thing to tell people to mind their business when people are actually trying to be in your business, but it's one thing to allow people to be in your business and then tell them to still mind their business. One of y'all are wrong. And it's not them, because you can't be mad at them because you allowed them access when you know that they are harmful. We have to learn how to be able to take accountability for things like that. We are grown. We don't have to explain our life choices to anybody. We don't have to explain the things that we think, things that we believe, the things that we want to no nobody, because we are the only people that have to live our life. The second reason why I think you should move in silence on your level up is because it removes the need for validation, and it really helps you focus in on building that discipline and really growing in a way that helps you be the person that you want to be. I know that was a long sentence, but I just had to say that. And I feel like when you start really working on yourself in silence, when you start being really diligent about the things that you're trying to cultivate in your life, your silence during that period really reflects how committed and how dedicated you have become to reaching those goals, or to becoming that person that you want to be. And I think another thing about working in silence and not sharing your progress or updating people on your journey is that it really removes the validation aspect of it. And that alone requires discipline in itself, because you're not doing things for an applause, you're not doing things for validation, you're not doing things for likes, comments, you're not doing things for a certain amount of money or certain types of attention. You're doing this because you genuinely want to reach that goal. You have to keep showing up for yourself anyway, regardless of how you feel that day, regardless of if you feel motivated, regardless of what you went through, regardless of what you're going through, regardless of whatever the case may be, you're still showing up anyway because you are dedicated. For you to even get to this point, you had to practice being dedicated. You had to practice being disciplined. You had to practice showing up. You choose to motivate yourself. You choose to get yourself disciplined. You choose to keep evolving and to keep growing. That alone shows that you do not need validation, because you're doing things because you want to do it. You're not doing it because somebody else told you to do it. You're not doing it because somebody else expected you to do it. And a good question to know whether or not you rely on validation for you to be the person you want to be and to cultivate the things that you want for your life is when it's silent and there's nobody supporting me, there's nobody clapping for me, there's no comments, there's no likes, there's no money, there's no attention, there's no resources for the class, whatever the case may be for your life. When it's silent and there's no applause, there's no validation, there's no expectation, there's nobody telling you what to do, are you still going to show up and become the best version of yourself? Are you still going to grow and evolve? Are you going to continue to show yourself love? Are you going to continue to stay dedicated and committed? Are you going to continue to heal and make those changes? That alone will show us if we rely on validation. Because if I come on here and I feel like I can't make a video just because somebody says that they don't like the video or they like my idea, then I would never be making videos, because I'm waiting on somebody to tell me that they like my idea to come up here and make a video anyway. You have to know that what you are doing, what you believe, who you are is good enough, and that is what works best for you. It's your life that you have to live. And a harsh truth of the world is that a lot of people won't give you your flowers. They're not going to give you any cookies until they see the full picture come together, because that's just how people are. People aren't going to believe in your vision. People aren't going to see the things that you see for yourself. They don't see who you want to become and the things that you want to do for your life. They don't see that because it's not them. Because what's for you is for you. And this is why you don't over-explain. This is why you don't give access to the wrong people, because the wrong people can up your whole vision. They can fuck up everything that you are cultivating for your life. And this is why I express so much the importance of loving yourself and showing up for yourself and pouring into yourself, even if it's in a small way, because small things pile up into big things. For example, like if you're in a relationship and a person is telling a whole bunch of white lies, eventually you're gonna get tired of them telling lies, because it's like, what the hell are you lying for? Like we get it. Now it's becoming a bigger issue because this is habitual. This is why I stress the importance of this, because in these times where you're still trying to navigate how you're going to show up for yourself and how you're going to be committed to your goals and your life, it's because during that process it is easy to go back into some self-sabotage. It is easy to mess up your own life as well if you allow people to. But this is why I say it's so important to love yourself, show up for yourself, and pour into yourself. That way you can learn how to validate and celebrate yourself. And when you can do that, even just a little bit, you can literally do anything. Because validation isn't always just going to somebody for approval about the things that you should do for yourself and for your life. Sometimes it's like, okay, I did this, what do you think? Oh, I did this. Did you see it? Do you love it? Is this impressive to you? That's the same type of vibe. And that's not the vibe that we're going for. Who cares what they think? I'm not saying that you can't ever want somebody else's opinion or what they think. But again, what I'm saying is just make sure that it's the right people that are gonna benefit you. The right people that are gonna show up and pour into you how you pour into you. And aren't gonna hold you back or try to sabotage you. And last but not least, the last reason why I think you should move in silence on your level up is because it allows space for growth without pressure. Keeping silent about all the things we've mentioned already, like your beliefs, your ideas, your personal thoughts and feelings, your personal finances, your relationship status. Keeping silent about these things gives you room for you to change your mind at any time. One thing I've had to learn is that people are allowed to change their mind. I changed my mind. There's things I say that I would never do, but I will do it. I changed my mind. There's a lot of things that I didn't believe before, and it's like, okay, well, I kind of changed my mind. Or there's things that I feel I'm like, you know what, I changed my mind. And I also know about myself that I'm the type of person that I like to evolve. And it's not to say that I'm always growing or changing because I think there's something wrong with me, no. But I know the goal and the energy I'm trying to embody. I know the life that I'm trying to cultivate. And to me, those things are important, and that's why I don't just share these things with anyone. It has to only be people that you trust, only people that you know want the best for you. And when you truly start working on your identity and growing and evolving and healing from the inside out, your old identity will start to shed. When you're sharing those changes and those evolutions that you're going through in your life, that's when a lot of people want to start trying to diminish your growth or trying to humble you, saying, who do you think you are? Now that you did XYZ, you feel like you're this, you feel like you're that. That's where all of that comes from, because you are opening up access for those people to do that to you. So when you overshare about the vision you have for yourself or for your life or the person that you want to become, the people tend to hold you to that. And people already remember you from y'all's experience together or the life that y'all's lived together. So when you don't reach that potential that you've been raving about, that everybody knows that you can be, or things are just not going right for you in your life, those people are going to want to keep you there, because again, you're a mirror to those people who aren't doing the work. And that's kind of like the whole idea of like the crab bucket mentality. You allow yourself around the wrong people, when you tell the wrong things to the wrong people, they will sabotage, they will do everything to keep you down and back with them. They will try to keep you the same. They will try to keep you in a toxic energy, in a toxic environment, because that's what they love, that's what they thrive on. You don't have to do that, but you don't also have to make it known that you're going to make a change. Sometimes just make the change, just adopt the belief, just stop acting like that, just stop doing it, just do what you want. Because again, people are always going to have their criticisms, but why open yourself up to their criticism when you don't have to? If I'm being real, this is so important when it comes to being in toxic environments that you can't immediately leave. So whether you're at home or whether you're at school or even at work, because work can be toxic too. Some of these places aren't safe for you to be all that you are, and that's in whatever way that looks like for you. That's due to the toxic beliefs and ways of that system or that environment. So naturally, when you start changing, that can be dangerous for you if you're in the wrong place. You never know who's out for what. You never know who's against what. You never know who wants to do what. You don't know who you're dealing with. And the best way to protect yourself is be quiet, because it cannot be manipulated. And the only thing that people can do is make things up. Girl, I be hearing rumors about myself all the time, and I'm like, damn, I really did that? Or dang, I'm really doing that to you? That's crazy. Wow, like I would have never imagined I did that. Can you tell me the day and the time where I did that? Because I don't think I was there. You know, I love to troll. I love to troll the people, because what do you mean you're telling me I did something that I did not do? How you know I did it? Were you there? And I don't usually name drop things, but use the Glorilla situation, for example. That's literally the representation of what I'm talking about. When you can't be all that you are in a certain environment because people want to crush you. They want to dim your light. They want to see you down. They want you to be the same. And because they feel like because y'all had the same experience or y'all live the same life, that you're obligated to be like them. You're obligated to share with them. I am obligated. I'm sorry, that is so funny to me. But realistically though, she's not obligated to do anything. She's not obligated to not be all that she is just because you can't be all that you are. When you keep quiet while you're evolving and understanding who you are, you can become whoever you want. You can believe whatever you want. You can operate how you want. You can express yourself in the ways that you want. And you can make the choices and decisions that are best for you. And if you don't train your mind to literally just do you, you'll get locked into whatever identity these people have assigned for you. And this is why I feel like building a strong, healthy self-concept is important. When you stay silent about everything important to you, you start to take your power and autonomy back over your own identity. That means that nobody can tell you who you are. When you are sure of yourself, when you don't need validation, you've been getting disciplined, you've been focused, you've been growing, nobody can come along and tell you who you are, what you deserve, what you should and should not be doing, what you should believe, how you should act, what you should think. None of the above. Nobody can come along and tell you any of that, because you know who you are and you have cultivated and grounded yourself in an identity that works best for you. That's why it's important for you to move in silence, because who cares who these people are and what they think? People are always going to have opinions, but don't let the opinions about people be true. Don't let people have facts, okay? Overall, the reason why we want to move in silence on our level up is because we want to protect our peace by not over-explaining and oversharing about our life. It allows us to focus on building discipline, validating ourselves and celebrating ourselves, showing up for ourselves and really loving ourselves. ourselves, and it allows us room for growth without pressure. So that is pretty much all I have to say for this video. If you found some value from it, please leave a like or a comment down below. It really helps me out to know that you like videos like these. I love y'all so much. I don't really think y'all understand how much I love y'all, but hopefully these videos have been proof of me loving you, because I really do. I appreciate all of y'all's support. Thank y'all for being here on my journey. Let me know of any topics you would like me to talk about down in the comment section below. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram right down below on the screen, and I will see y'all in my next video.